Good afternoon, everyone. I'm finally back. It's the Jez Show on a Tuesday afternoon, not the regular time for Crosswords and Chill. But I've wanted to get back on the horse, and I was just too tired yesterday, unfortunately. As you can probably still hear in my voice, I'm still suffering a little bit from the COVID, but I am getting better every day. Today has been the best day in the last 2.5 weeks. It's insane how long it's taken to recover from this, really. It's all still just in my sinuses and causing me grief. But I'm here. I think we can do some good crosswords today, and it's wonderful to be back. Thank you to Tamsin for the sub. 18 months. That's like a whole toddler. 18 months. That's a very long time. I would hope that you've learned to walk by now, Tamsin, at 18 months. That's a very long time. Frikasaki, cool shirt, thanks. Yeah, it's also the first time I'm wearing this shirt. I got it from a local place called Primark about a month ago, and I was like, I will make sure that I wear this for the first time on a day when I'm streaming. And then I promptly got COVID and didn't stream. Or when I did do that one stream at the end of March, it was without a camera, so it was pointless wearing it then. You wouldn't have been able to see it. So, like, I could have done that stream absolutely naked if I wanted, and nobody would have been any the wiser. It would have been cold, probably. Yeah, I wasn't feeling well, so unless I had a raging fever, that would have been a good reason to do it naked. I could have had 2 babies, but instead I've done a load of crosswords and judged many arseholes. Much better. Yes, indeed. Well, I hope you have enjoyed your 18 months here. That is definitely a milestone. You know, like a year, 18 months. The next milestone will be 2 years. We might have to find a different way of measuring it rather than subs, though. Watch this space for sweeping changes coming to the Jez Show in coming weeks. Maybe a little bit longer than weeks, but coming very soon are sweeping changes. Good changes, fun changes, exciting changes, but changes nonetheless. The acorns have been reset for April. I know it's what now, the 12th? So, like, the month is almost half done. But they are reset. You do have the opportunity to compete with them. There are some numbers on the board already. They were available during the 3 effing racing shows that we did on the weekend. 2 Rome Prix and the Australian Grand Prix. And so a few people have already got some acorns. Tamsin, Duff, carry us on 2 platforms and Research 1. Just by being here, you collect your acorns. You can use the slots to gamble them away. You can do a battle royal with your channel points for a chance to win 500. For the star, catch it, you get 99. And the winner at the end of the month will get a nice prize. And I have actually, today, finally procured the prizes for the last 2. So the February winner, Research 1, I've got his prize ready to go. And the March winner, Will 84, he will also get his prize within the next week or so. So I'm actually making progress, finally. Have you still got your little brown bag for DGMS? I do indeed. It's sat on my mantelpiece in the living room, and it will be there until Friday, at which point I will have to probably lean over this after I put it in the way, because I won't remember to move it first. I feel I may have cursed it by labelling it for the next DGMS and enclosing Easter greetings inside, like I jinxed you to have no episodes before Easter. I'm happy to blame you if that's how we're gonna roll it. Very happy to say it's your fault, Tamsin. We have missed 2 DGMS, not just through my COVID, but through Alex's COVID as well. COVID for all! Everybody gets a bit of COVID. Like Oprah Winfrey style. You get some COVID, and you get some COVID, and you get some COVID. Everybody gets some COVID. Enjoy your COVID. What a stupid illness it is as well. So over it. Like, I was over it shortly after getting it. Luckily, as I was in the worst of it, it was WrestleMania weekend, and so I had a lot of wrestling to watch. It was great to have the excuse to just lay in bed and just watch wrestling all weekend, I will say that. It was a wonderful excuse. But I watched easily like 18 hours of wrestling, maybe even more than that. New wrestling as well. Yeah. Thanks for the COVID, Oprah. No worries. Aletha, another one of my COVID buddies. We've all got COVID. It's only you that doesn't, Tamsin. See, Frikosaki's got it as well. Already got it. Don't need any more. All the cool kids have got the COVID. I mean, I don't have the COVID now. I assume. I haven't tested since. I had a faint line on Friday. And Friday was the last day that I had to do something important. And it mattered whether I was positive or not. So I tested. I was still positive, but yeah, that was that. I haven't tested since, but I've got to be negative by now. I'm just still suffering the after effects, and it's all in my sinuses. And it may not be this bad for other people, but my sinuses have been shot for a long time, so any kind of coldy coffee kind of thing lingers with me, unfortunately. Avoided it for 2 years. Good enough for you. It wasn't too bad. I think I got a lot better than Jez. Yeah, I mean, I've had it twice now. This was my second time. I think this was worse. Yeah, I'm going to say this was worse than the first time. I lost my my taste and whatever the first time. Other than that, it was pretty much the same. It just didn't linger as long. This is now... Oh, were we? 1 week and a half. 2 weeks, really, since my first symptoms. Yeah. Just gotta keep liquided. Keep libated. Is that a good way of saying it? If I keep libated, it'll help me. My voice works a lot better when I'm just constantly sipping at stuff. So hopefully we'll be alright. Sorry for saying poorly, I just do. Everyone does. Everyone says poorly. I just don't like the word. And I'm not going to begrudge you saying poorly. I'm just not a fan of it. Have Twitch got new ads? It just made you small to fit one in at the bottom. Why those mother... Well, I'm going to have a remedy for that. I'm going to have a remedy for that soon as well. It just made you small to fit one in at the bottom. That does sound a bit euphemistic, I will say. Tamsin cottoned on very quickly. You'll spot the wordplay almost instantly. You'll spot the wordplay before it's even been uttered or typed. It's out there for everyone. But how are you? We know how I am now, in great detail. And COVID aside, how is everybody else? Have you done anything interesting in this last fortnight that I have been away from Twitch? Are you excited to do some crosswords? Are you excited for some Stream Raiders? Should we get some Stream Raiders going? That's been a while as well. Didn't do Stream Raiders in that last March stream. I just wanted to shoot things and let people gamble. But we'll Stream Raiders now and kick off a new map, Bakaneko World. Both are easy, so we'll just go with the middle one. The middle one. So there you go. Finally, get your troops out for the lads. streamraiders.com/t/thejezshow. 1 troop every 5 minutes for a total of 6. Yeah, 6 if you place enough of them. So go for it. I'll leave that ticking away in the background. Is it Monday? No. Is it crosswords? Yes. I'm confused. Where were you Friday too? I've had a pretty shitty case of the COVID, Ali law. So I've been out of action for almost 2 weeks now, and I did plan on doing crosswords yesterday, but after catching up with recording the main event podcast with Dan, you should all go and listen, especially now that wrestling is returning to the UK and we've got a big show coming in September. I recorded 2 episodes of that with Dan yesterday morning, and that wiped me out, to be honest. But despite doing stuff today, I have done an outside and bought some shopping and stuff. I've done things, and I've still got some energy, so things are improving. I am glad to say, like, It's just my voice, really, and the occasional headache and lethargy. Not lethargy. You understand? That's a different thing. Lethargy and tiredness, but definitely getting there. Let's get Jezzy to rumble. I like that. I could happily have a, like a, what's the term I'm looking for? A cover. Oh, my brain doesn't work either. Like, you know how my brain never used to work? It works even less now. Like, COVID has really done a number on my brain, and like simple things don't come to my head anymore. So you're gonna have to forgive me when I don't remember a basic word that even my like 4-year-old can remember. Like just then I couldn't remember the word cover. That's how much my brain is dead brain. But yeah, if somebody did a cover of Ant and Dec, PJ and Duncan's Let's Get Ready to Rumble with Let's Get Jezzy to Rumble, I would not at all be mad at it. That'd be pretty freaking cool, actually. 4D, 4 down. When you're sick of talking to ABC's GF. 10. Lethargy. I like it. That's a good clue. That's a good clue. The other thing that I should mention is that for April, I'm going to be testing out my crossword making ability. As some of you know, my goal is to release a Crosswords and Chill book in 2023, and I will be testing out the making of the crosswords and releasing it to my patrons on Patreon. So if you are a member of my Patreon, can't talk. If you are a member of my Patreon, if you are a patron of my Patreon, whatever the terminology is, I still haven't got that down, then you will receive a crossword, gratis, free of charge, for you to have a go at some point this month. It's high on my priority list to have a go of making a crossword so that I can make a start on the book. And I'll probably throw you a couple every month. Might probably throw you at least one a month as a patron. Got to be some benefits to giving me money, surely. After all the crisps chat in the Discord, I was driven to buy the Greek equivalent of knickknacks, Greek-knacks. But I ate so much at late lunch / early dinner, I may never eat again. That was a lie. That was a lie. Yeah, I love knickknacks. Knickknacks are a good one. Are they in the list for Always Be Chatting's World Cup of Crisps coming this Thursday? Knickknacks are good. Hello, Karis. I'm trying to watch, but failing. Hey guys, yeah. Karis had the vid as well, and is more prone to bouts of narcolepsy than me as a result. She falls asleep and she's struggling to stay awake right now and is probably being forced to run around the house by our child. So yeah, just do your best, Karis. Just make sure you leave the lurk. Karis has had the vid a few times. She is on, or was on. She has tested negative after her latest bout, but she has had COVID 4 times. Which has to be some kind of record. There's got to be some kind of recorded number of COVID times. Is it possible to have it more than that? Maybe. But that's an insane amount of times. Frikosaki has placed a troop. Rusty, you're the slacking. Come on now, look at this. Look at this. Frikosaki's done the business, but where is everyone else? Huh? streamraiders.com/t/thejezshow. Make it so. Shall we get on with a crossword? I'm willfully slacking because podcasting in 15. You need to work on your scheduling, mate. I mean, I know I'm not supposed to be here right now, but still, when you found out I was going to be here, should have rescheduled. It's the second, bout of arseholery we've seen from you this week, Armstone. You're stacking it up. You're podcasting in 15. Let's get a crossword in for you, shall we? I will try and mute the microphone every time I need to cough or sniff. But no promises I'll be quick enough. Crossword number 1. What else has Armstone done this week? Oh, just that, we realised that he could have saved dogs from the sea by using his immunity idol, and he didn't do so. So he's in everyone's bad books now, for not saving them. More on this this Friday on Don't Get Me Started. I don't want to dwell on it too much, but there are many other reasons as well. Okay, here are the clues, starting with the acrosses. Make sure you get your answers in with the clue number and letter. Have the opposite and damaging effect to that intended. 8. When citing a reference in the same place. Abbreviation 4. Popular dance music of the 1970s. 5. Thick sugar paste used for icing cakes. 7. Person in their 60s. 12. Orion pocket watch with a hinged protective lid. 6. Nocturnal wildcat of Central and South America. 6. Noisily aggressive. 12. Rotary engine. 7. Wide impenetrable. 5. Nash. 4. And log store. 8. And the Downs. Cots, bunks, etc. Eastern English County. Abbreviation 4. That's a good clue. I like that one. Toilet water reservoir. 7. Soft fresh cheese, like thick yogurt. Hasn't yogurt got a H in it? Isn't it yogurt, or is that the American spelling? What's going on? Is that right? 7. 5. Automatic action. 6. Indian dish consisting of vegetables deep fried in batter. 5. Explode. 8. Banged up. 12. Thong thrush. Shortlet. Anagram. 8. Uncouth. 7. Swimming briefs trademark. 6. Middle East country capital Damascus. 5. And slide out of control. 4. Let me scroll up a little bit. Music to my ears. In the sea. 16 down then. Speedo. Speedos get a bit of a bad rap nowadays, don't they? The junk huggers. I think they are the better known as. H-Sports, hello. I'm doing okay. I'm getting there. I'm better today than I have been for a very long time, so progress is being made. How are you? How has your fortnight away from Jez been? I bet it's been wonderful. 18 down, Syria. 23 across, woodshed. Take him to the woodshed. 1 across, backfire. 1 down, beds. Yep. It's a great clue. I've got to give that to them. I'm impressed with that one. It's multi-layered. Not often I give the Guardian credit for their clues, but that's a pretty damn nice one. Pretty damn nice one. Sorry, Phobe. I assume that's phone. Or Phoebe. Have you let Phoebe in? Is she being crazy? COVID infection number 4 was a breeze. Yeah, not so much. 11 across. My dad tomorrow. Oh, birthday hap. Harmstone's dad, who will never hear me say this, but birthday hat. 10 across. I actually don't know the answer, by the way. I will not be providing many answers today. My brain doesn't work. So if you're out there thinking I'm going to throw in a clever half answer to Jez and he'll pick it up from there, just know that today he won't do that. Brain no worky. Only typey, no thinky. Thank you very much. 10 across. Fondant. Yeah, I don't like fondant. Don't like icing, don't like fondant. Just all that overly sweet stuff. Just give me the cake. Don't need to ruin it by putting stuff on it. Really don't. Yogurt with a H is British. Right, well this is a British crossword, so what is this shit? I'm glad that I was right. 14 across. The Jags. Is that actually Jaguar? Again, you can't be clever with me today. Or 19 down, rather. Good. We love progress. I'm fucked up with someone at work. but that's not a very chill vibe. So I'm fine, thanks. Hey, you can be fucked off if you want. Like, the idea of Crosswords and Chill is to make you chill. You can come here with non-chill to be chilled out. It's all good. We're here for you. 9 across, disco. Disco, disco, techno, techno. 2 down, system. Nice. 11 across, sectogenarian. Is it sext or sect? I'm gonna say it's sect. I think sext. Sect. No, what? Sect. Doesn't work. Sector. That'll do for now. 4 down. Reflex. Right, well that fixes that one. Oh no, it doesn't. Londant. There we go. That fixes that one. And I don't think it is sectogenarian. Fuck off work, H4. It's time to have a meeting with yourself and Jez and us. Absolutely. This is the attitude. Aletha knows. Do you like cream eggs? No, I hate cream eggs. Ugh. Not a fan of cream eggs at all. Jaguar is actually the answer, but I thought I'd NFL it up a notch. Okay, so it's Jaguar rather than Jaguar. Jaguar. Sex is the prefix for 6. I mean, if you've got 6 people involved in the sex, then there will certainly be some prefixing, let me tell you. One of those people who is very much not my boss, asking me to get something done in 2 days when I've been asking it for 2 weeks. Oh, well, just don't do it and tell him to piss off. Like, I will refer you to my previous correspondence in which I asked for this a fucking long time ago. So now, I will have it for you in 2 weeks, as per the time originally arranged. Middle finger. As in sextuplets. Right. Right. Lol, check your spelling. Is that not right? Sector. I think that's spot on. I think that's spot on. Sexagenarian. Okay. Jeb. Sexajeb. Ooh, that's a Q. Arian. Sexagenarian. That's not a real word. Let's be honest with ourselves. That is not a real verb. I hope there are no cream eggs in that brown bag. I did think that as soon as you said that, I'm like, oh, there's gonna be cream eggs in there, isn't it? It's fine. Like, Karis likes them. She'll eat them. I think Karis likes them. I don't know many people who like them. Because cream eggs are slightly the devil. Slippy, hello. 3 down, fromage frais. Fromage Faris, apparently. Fromage Faris. Cream eggs suck. Jez has strong food opinions. I do. I do. I reckon we should have a typo chat. Typo count. We are going to have a typo count. It just means that Jez has to get on that. That's one of the next things to add. Death count. Can't type count. Okay. Is 14 down correct? Because 8 down may be incarcerated. So 14 down. There is no 14 down. Do you mean 14 across? 8, yeah, for 8 down. Okay. I mean, I don't think Jaguars are nocturnal myself. Are they? And you think 8 down might be incarcerated? Yeah, I think so too. I'm gonna go with that. clear, Jaguar. I'm not a big fan, but I have been known to eat them. I like them, but there aren't any in the bag. Oh, thank God for that. I don't have to pretend anymore. Hooray! Ah, man. Lucky. I fooled you good though, right? Well, I didn't really fool you. I said I would give them to someone else. What I would really do is eat them in the sea. Hannah says, I don't like any kind of eggs. Well, that's true. Yeah, I wonder where she gets her firm food opinions from. Certainly not me. Petition for Jez to change his name to Cream Egg is Neg, so I can recruit him to the food section of the Screwball Scramblers. Hey, I'm in high demand on the marbles team. I am in high demand. Speaking of marbles, I owe you a marbles stream. Originally, the plan was for it to be this evening, but then I wasn't well yesterday, and now Crosswords is today, so it's not this evening. It will be another time, which is not really an update, but they are words. Anyway, podcast calls. Toodles! Toodle pip, sir. See you soon. I think Hannah will take that back on Sunday. That's true. She hasn't really thought it through, has she? She really has not thought it through. Keep typing vag instead of bag, which changes the meaning of my comments considerably. Well, stop correcting them. Let's have ourselves a laugh. 14 across. Ocelot. That sounds more like it. Thank you, Frikosaki. 21 across. Thick. Alternative acceptable food name, Shroom Boom. But I like mushrooms. Is that as in Shroom Boom, as in they should all be exploded? Because I like mushrooms. I'm a big fan of mushrooms. I know that you're not. But I am. I like a mushroom. Ocelot? Not a lot. Bosh a lot. Too busy trying not to make / trying to make rude typos. Yes, they should all be exploded. I guess Jez is not my food soulmate after all. No, I think you are going to struggle to find a food soulmate, Aletha, because you have very strong food opinions, as do I. But they are different food opinions. I think I have learned that in the time that I've known you. They are as strong, but they also differ. Looking good, Jez. Thanks very much, Mr. Wolfington. I'm looking better than I sound. Like, I've got a kind of husky tone going on in my voice as it still causes me grief. But thank you very much. Welcome in. Hope you are well. You took an involuntary break while I had COVID from streaming. I thought it was some kind of solidarity at first. I'm like, oh, I'm not streaming because I've got COVID, and Wolfie's just there with me, just like, if Jez can't stream, I won't stream either. Fight the power, or something. Tamsin just placed an epic Cerberus Warbeast on the battlefield. Well, that's the thing, right? Let's see how people are doing. How are we doing on Stream Raiders? It's not going to be enough, folks. Well, maybe it is. There's like, how many enemies are there? I can't even see an enemy. Oh, there they are. Level 5's there. Yeah. I don't think this is going to be enough, folks. Get your troops out for the lads. streamraiders.com/t/thejezshow. 9 minutes left. Make it so. Make it so hard. I just said make it so hard. And they've just left Stream Raiders in the way. It's going very well. Okay. Now, mine was just crippling anxiety / depression. Well, it's a solid reason, to be fair. Like COVID, depression. They're all things that we get and we don't really want. So, in a way, it was solidarity. I'm going to call it solidarity. Anyway, back to the crossword. I'd know this. Can my brain produce it? In its post-COVID riddled state? No, it can't. I use this a lot in university, and I cannot for the life of me think what it is. I feel like it's like Latin or something. Karis? Oh, I don't know if you use the same reference system. There are two different types of reference system that you use when writing academic essays. And my university, the shit university, used one type, and her university, a good university, used the other one. Et al. That is when using a reference. If there's a long list of authors, they will list the first one and then put et al. So that is a referencey thing, but that's not the one for... If you, say for example, I write a sentence and I would like to attribute that to someone, I'll put a little number in, and then I will put the IBID! That's it! Wolfie, you legend. That is the one. IBID is the thing. Rooster, hello. I hope you are doing well. I'm doing okay. I'm getting there. Taking me a little while, but I'm getting there. Hope you are well. I saw on Twitter that you weren't feeling well. Hope it's not the vid, because that sucks, man. Let me tell you. The vid is le shit, as the French would say. 7 down, detonate. Beautiful. I got very excited when you got that answer, Wolfie, because it was in there. It was in there and it just wouldn't come out. And isn't that one of the most annoying things? When you know it, that knowledge exists in your brain, but you cannot produce it. That's the worst. I hate it so much. What have we got left? 6 down. We've got a lot of letters for. Indian dish consisting Sean Connery. Indian dish consisting of vegetables deep fried in batter. I fucked your mother for that. B something A, something E. Could it? No, it couldn't be. I think it's bargy. So maybe it's sexagenarian rather than EAN. Maybe it's Ian, like, you know, Ian from EastEnders. But I think it's bargy. B-H-A-J-I. Bargies are vegetables deep fried in batter. It is Ian. I used a brain. Thank you, Tamsin. 22 across, Elan. Or Elan. And 20 across is turbine. Yes, it is. Beautiful. 15 down, loutish. Just a fit. Let's do this one first. 13 across. Orion, pocket watch with a hinged protective lid. It's like one of those ones, isn't it? No better, but no worse. Not the vid. Hey, that's something. Even if it was, I'd have no PTO for 14 more days. I don't know what PTO is, or I might know what PTO is, but my brain isn't working. PTO. Paid time off. Okay. Paid time off. Got it. Yeah. I got there in the end. See, I'm telling you, my brain is dead, man. Like, there was talk of me doing another cryptic, but like this, it's not happening until my brain comes back. Because it's not there. It's just not there right now. Right. 17 across. Obstreperous. Obstreperous. That was on the tip of my tongue too. There we go. Do you know what's not going to be in my crosswords for the Crosswords and Chill book coming 2023? Obstreperous. It's just not going to be there. Because I'm not really convinced it's a word now. Even at this stage, I'm not convinced it's a word. 13. That one, I assume. Hunter. Oh, okay. Welcome, Stephen. Hope you're well. Been a little while. My fault, not yours. Pay time off, pay time off. Pickles, tomatoes, and onions. Ah, yeah. I mean, that's going to help you if you're ill. No more pickles, tomatoes, and onions for 14 days. That would be a trouble. I do have 8 hours. I'm telling myself I have none, so I don't use it for nothing. Yeah, but if you are really ill, mate, you've got to use it, yeah? Don't make yourself suffer. But if you can just, you know, snot down the phone at home, then do that. I don't know why I'm giving you advice right now. I'm not very good at it at the best of times. Jess has joined the school. If it's not a word I know, it's not a word at all. I mean, it stands to reason. I know a lot of words. So if I don't know it, is it real? Probably not. Seems unlikely, at least. 12 down. Throstle. See? Here's another one. But at least it's an anagram. So. Song thrush. Throstle. Nope, that doesn't make sense. But at least I got bargy. Let's check all. Check all. Check all. We lost one in obstreperous. So what did we put in there? E? Was it E that we had in there? Let's try O then. Let's try E again. Maybe I didn't put E. I didn't put E. I put something else. There we go. GG's, everyone. Drop those emotes. Spam oiled away. Spam us away. I know at least 500 words. That's all the words there are, surely. Oh, maybe even not that many. That seems like a lot of words. It's a bird. Okay. Cool. Worst comes to worst, I'll make my manager make the call. We have other things I can do instead of taking phone calls. Oh, there you go then. Fair enough. If you get to the stage where you can't function on a phone call without telling a customer to do one, yeah, maybe you should realign to another job role for a couple of days. Yeah. Make the most of that, St. Patrick Squirrel. I haven't got rid of him yet, but it's long gone. It's already gone, you just don't know it yet. It's already been removed. I'll pour myself another drink. We've got 48 seconds until Stream Raiders, so it's of little use starting another crossword. We will wait for that. He'll be here until June at least. Oh, it won't be June. I can guarantee you it won't be June. Have a Pepsi, Jez. I will. A Pepsi Lax. My doctor suggested either taking a vacation or finding a new job. Neither is possible at the moment, but at least he's honest. Yeah. It's the way that it works, really, isn't it? Why are you stressed? Oh, because my job is shit? Oh, maybe you should find a new job. Yeah, I can't do that. Oh, I guess you're going to be stressed then. Yeah, I guess I am. Or you could quit your job and be stressed for a completely different reason. Yeah, I suppose. Not really that helpful, though, is it? The battle is ready to begin. 12 units were on the battlefield. None of them are Stevens. 2 minutes and Stream Raiders still hasn't loaded up. Sorry about your damn luck. Let's see what we do have to do. There are 2 groups of troops to attack. They're all level 5s, so we'll just go for the biggest group. I might be able to take out a couple of the other group as well, actually. There we go. And we'll go into battle. Good luck, everyone. Today's a good day to die. It hasn't been a good day to die for a while. This seems like a good one, though. Off we go. Big smashy Cerberus, which is basically a dog, so it's in the sea, is Tamsin's weapon of choice. Coming in there to bark at people. It's not doing anything right now, actually. Typical dog. Just gets near the scene of the action and sits there. Now it's getting involved. Okay, wonderful. Lots of kills from Tamsin. This troop looks good. Who's this? That's Tamsin too, with a focused flying rogue. And we are victorious. That was indeed easy, as was suggested. Rewards. 4. 3 Kosaki, 3 Warrior Scrolls, and a Vampire Scroll for Tamsin. Grats. Oh, and I get some stuff too. Onigiri, and... oh, Warbeast Scrolls. I was going to say, I expect I'll be able to put those straight on as an upgrade, won't I? Here we go. Mine's a doggy too. Cerberus doggy. So there you go. I've only got one thing left to unlock. Look at that. Need to get a mage somehow. Sorry, Peppa Pig is winning. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'd choose Peppa Pig over Jez as well, if it came down to it. This looks a bit like a pig. Don't know what it is. It's a blobber, apparently. Grave of the Blobbers. Oh man, I want onigiri now. I could onigiri. I could definitely onigiri. Streamraiders.com/t/thejezshow. Get your troops out for the lads, and I'm gonna put this dude here. If you'd like to follow the battle plan, plan is here. If you'd like to do what you want, do what you want. As long as you're getting those troops out, that's what matters. Link is in the chat. !raid if you need it again at any point. And we will move into crossword number 2 after I have had another little bit of beverage to wet things. Yeah, there we go. That's clearing some shit. Okay. That's what I want. Here are the clues. I'll read them out. You can get your answers in whenever you are ready. Just include the clue letter and clue number in your answer so I know where to put them. The acrosses. Small amount, move fast, 4. Intermittently, 3, 3, 2. Means of access to different floors, 4. Bug, 8. Bland, pale, 5 hyphen, can't say hyphen today, hyphen, 5 hyphen 5, there we go. Motive, 6. Grumble, 6. Unkempt, 10. Articulate, 8. Restless desire, 4. Contemplated deeply, 8. And trivial quarrel, 4. The downs. One of the original 13 states, 8. Flattering talk, 4, 4. With blooms, 6. Fashionable, 3, 3, 4. Old Chief Magistrate of Venice or Genoa, 4. Number of the Ancient Muses, 4. Better not be 4. If the 4 fits in 4, then that's crap. Longest side of a right-angled triangle, 10. Period in the US. Could be troublesome. 4, 4. Photo showing just the face, 8. One of the 6 original members of the European Economic Community, 6. Army vehicle, 4. And satellite, 4. Let's see what we have. 1 across, dash. 8 across, lift. 1 down, Delaware? Was that one of the first ones? I did not know that. Did not know it was that old. I thought it was one of the newer ones. Thank you, Stephen. 5 down, all the rage. They're all the rage. 19 down, moon. Maybe later. COVID in my butt too, so I won't get it out. 11 across, white-faced, white something anyway. Oh, you've corrected yourself. Wishy-washy. Okay, 11 across, wishy-washy. 23 across. Spat. A spat. Nice. 10 down. Hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. Nice. And that's maths. 2 down. Soft soap. Heard that phrase before. Cool. 13 down. Portrait. Oh, that was not right at all. Portrait. Nice. 7 down. 9. Good. It's not 4. Thank you, Tamsin. 14 across. Reason. And 9 for that one. I want to get high on Hypotenuse. Go and draw some triangles then. Get your protractor out. Draw yourself a triangle. Go get high on Hypotenuse. I outsmarted a teacher who was trying to make fun of my being able to spell hypotenuse. Probably my coolest moment. Yeah? It doesn't look like it should be spelled like that, but clearly it is. So, congratulations. Massive congrats. Speaking of massive congrats, it's an Elderism. Hello, Elderism. Hope you are well. Thank you very much for the raid. Battle Stations! Christy Schmisty, great name. I have seen you over at Elder Streams. Welcome on in, everyone. This is Crosswords and Chill, normally on a Monday afternoon. This week on a Tuesday afternoon, as I ease myself back in from having COVID. I will be back to Mondays next week and henceforth for crosswords. But I'm trying to get some extra crosswords in as well, so maybe we'll have another Tuesday at some point. Hope you're feeling okay. I'm getting there. It's been a much too long process. It's really just my sinuses and my throat now that are causing me grief. But I can function. Other people have it worse, so I shouldn't complain. What did I notice the other day? I noticed you were doing something the other day, Alderism. Oh, you were going to write a cryptic guide. I saw that come up on the notifications, but I was not in a functional state to go and be social, so I didn't come in. But that sounded cool. That sounded cool, and I will definitely be using it. Yes, it's done. Right, I will definitely be using that. If I may have access to it, I will plug the shit out of it for a start, and I will use it a lot. Send that my way for sure. I wanted to come in, but it wasn't a possible thing. Can I post the link in chat? You can. Hang on. Net Elderism. Let's try that. There you go. Now you can post the link in chat. Let's have a look. There we are. There it is. Yeah, this is exactly like my type of pace. I like this. Yeah. Yeah. This is what Jez needs. This is what Jez needs. Go on my toolbar. That's ready for when I get back to the crosswords. The cryptics, rather. But as I was explaining to my chat earlier, since the COVID, my brain does not work. And I can't remember basic words a lot of the time. So I'm not crypticing until my brain comes back. Might be a while. Let's get back to this crossword. It's a quick crossword. We do quick crosswords on Crosswords and Chill. Feel free to join in. It's a free-for-all. Just make sure you include the clue, letter and number in the chat so I know where to put it. Like, scrolling up to find the next one. Like Stephen did, 3 across, or 3A, off and on. Off and on. And 4 down. Laurel. Nice. Let's see if I missed any during the raid. Yep, Frikasaki, 12 down, full stop. Which is a much better answer than it could have been. Do they have another colloquialism for menstruation as in period, or what? You don't need to answer that. These are questions that should only exist in my brain. 17 across. Bedraggled. Oops. Bear drag. Old. Oh. That ruins portrait. Headshot. Okay. Are we typing today? Right. You saw that, right? That wasn't me. Headshot. Took a while to catch up. 15 across looks like grouch, but that would make 13 down wrong. Well, we fixed that. So, we can put that in now. We could put it in, if I could type. Grouch. Lovely. Oh, no, that ruins headshot, actually. So, no. See? Told you my brain ain't working. 21 across, itch. Aren't flow? Maybe we have that too. Yeah, we do have that. Yeah. I'm glad that you answered that, though. A grouse. For a grumble. That poor bird gets a bad rap. 18 down, tank. 16 down, France. Yep. Le France. And 20 across, eloquent. Oh. I think you're right. We need another vehicle. So, a Jeep. It better not be a Jeep. It will not be a Jeep, but it will be, won't it? Thanks, Guardian. Thanks so much for that. Okay, that's that one done. We have 9 across, thug, 8 letters, and 6 down, old chief magistrate of Venice or Genoa, 4. This is awesome music. I like this one. I will often burst into a riff when this one's on. It's chill and kind of, you know, rocky at the same time. Like, I don't know how it manages to be both, but it does, right? It makes you want to, like, just sit and take it in, but also stick your horns up and crunch one out at the same time. I don't know how it does it. 9 across, hooligan. Gives us a G. A dog. Is that where the meme came from? Probably not. Okay. You a dog. Thanks, man. Right, let's check all. Get your remotes ready. We are correct. GG's, everyone. That was done in a very good time. That was supposed to be harder than the first one, but it wasn't. So there you go. Such magistrate. Very Venice. Wow. Love that. That is a joke that should have come, but it didn't. So I'm glad that you dropped it in there. There you go. Look, you don't need the St. Patrick's Day squirrel because you've got bobblehead squirrel that Keris drops in the middle of the GGs. Bobblehead squirrel is a thing. But nope. Patrick squirrel. All the Patrick squirrel, all the time. Patrick squirrel. And there is the selection by the arrival of Will CM84. That is the selection of squirrels that you currently have. You also have the Easter bonnet squirrel. And it is actually Easter, so maybe that's the one you should use Tamsin, rather than the St. Patrick's one. Easter bonnet squirrel? Could I interest you in an Easter bonnet squirrel, perhaps? Instead of the thing that was weeks ago? Easter bonnet? Just, no, we're still doing St. Patrick. Keris knows what's up. See, Easter bonnet. Easter squizzle. Not St. Patrick. Easter. It's Easter now. He died for us, and would be, frankly, really pissed off if you put a green hat on his head. That's what the Bible says, I believe. On the seventh day, he rose again, in accordance with the "Don't put a St. Patrick's Day hat on me." I think that's verbatim from the good book. It's not Easter here for another week. Come again? Well, I mean, it's not Easter here until the end of the week, but come again? Do the Greeks not do Easter at Easter? That would be confusing. And I understood it better than the crossword Elderism was working on. Well, that's because it's not cryptic. The stuff that Elderism works on mostly goes over my head too. So, Flowerson K. Here is where you need to be, doing the quick and simple crosswords. And then really kind of confusing yourself with cryptics later on. Welcome in. St. Patrick died to banish the saints from Ireland and guarantee men 1 day a year so we could get shit-faced without the wife complaining. Yeah, I'm sure that was his intention. I'm pretty sure that's what he planned. And I'm meeting my Irish cousin tomorrow, so... Patrick, okay, what? You do you, man. I painted an amazing Doge painting last year called Attack and Dethrone God. I love Doge. There you go. Cool. Right, well, enough of the paddies and the dogs. Should we do crossword number 3? There are 14 minutes and 40 seconds left to get your troops out for the lads for the next Stream Raiders. We currently have 9 on the battlefield. It's not good enough. Or, in the words of another Irishman, who may be related to me, it's good, but it's not good enough. So do what Roy wants and get your troops out for the lads. Here's crossword number 3. The across is first. Diacritical mark over a vowel. Fix, cruel, MC, anagram. 10. Person in charge of a lifeboat. 8. Prosperous time, rumbling sound. 4. Affected dainty. 4. Large plover. What? They're making up words today. I can't do this with my brain. Like, plover? Really? Large plover with a loud call. Peewit. Ghost that... Oh, that was 7, by the way. Ghost that makes strange noises and disorders furniture. 11. Cry. Whale fat. 7. Egg. 4. List of food on offer. 4. On which planes land. 8. Reinforce. 10. And the Downs. Scottish smallholding. 5. Bertrand something, philosopher and mathematician, died 1970. 7. Mormon US state. 4. Spanish dance. A dong fan. Anagram. They knew what they were doing. 8. Nudging joint. 5. Hat. Engine cover. 6. Power. Advantage. 8. Curtain rail concealer. 6. Complain bitterly. 7. Forthright. Pointless. 5. Capital of Lombardy. 5. And adult tadpole. 4. Okay. Let's scroll up. I'm going to grab a drink as well. All this talking. Okay. Yeah, well, the acorns have reset. It's a new month. You're going to have to earn your way to some more currency. But your prize for April is, and April for March is well underway. As happening. 1 across. Circumflex. Yes. See, that's a real word. Even though it doesn't sound like one, that is a real word because I know it. See how this works? Plover's another bird. These birds just make up their own names. Maybe there are too many birds. Can I just say that? There are too many birds. If they've got to make up names for them, there are too many birds. 1 down, Croft. 12 across, Poltergeist, yes. Polter... G-E-I-S-T? Yeah, G-E-I-S-T. Juffo up, congratulations on winning the Battle Royal. 500 acorn bucks for you to use to gamble away. Exclamation slots, space, and then the amount that you would like to bet. Have at it. 2 across, 2 down, Russell. Okay. Posted a picture of the painting in our Discord. I look forward to it. I would look now, but I put my phone on charge in the other room. So I'll have a look after I'm done here today. 3 down, Utah. Yep. Ura. 14 across, Blubber. That's quite a nice clue as well. I like that one. Good use of synonyms. 4 down, Fandango. Yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's Fandango. 5 down, Elbow. 21 across, Merlin. Hello, welcome. Hope you're well. Supplement. Supplement. 6 down, the type of squirrel you should be using before the time of year, bonnet. It's a sign, Tamsin, it's a sign. Doesn't say, there's no St. Patrick clue, is there? But there is a bonnet clue. Just saying. 12 down, helmet. Helmet. Right. I know 3. I used to live there. What's it like? Were you born there or did you move there? What's the story? What is Utah like? Because it strikes me that they can't all be Mormon. I mean, we live in a Christian country. But the amount of actual Christians I meet is very small. 18 down, frog. Oh. It is. But then supplement doesn't work. An adult tadpole is a frog, though. Or is there an intermediate phase before it becomes a frog? I think there's probably an intermediate phase. We'll put a pin in it. 7 across, coxswain. They knew what they were doing too. What should we call this person? What's his job title? I mean, who is it? It's Dave. Oh, well, Dave's a cock. Well, yeah, but we can't call him that. It's rude, right? Well, what can we call his job that also makes us call him a cock, and he won't know that we're calling him a cock, or he will know, but he won't be able to do anything about it. Coxswain. Coxswain. Yeah, that'll do. That sounds like a job. Dave, you're a coxswain. No, I'm not. No, that's your job title, mate. You're a coxswain. Oh. Well, where'd that name come from? I don't know, mate. It's always been called that. Coxswain. 8 across. Boom. Yeah, that works. 9 across. Twee. Fandango is a dance? Well, yes. That was a very niche reference. There once was a wrestler named Fandango, and his entrance theme was that, the thing I sung, and the crowd would do that to it. And actually, they released the song on like Apple and Spotify and things, and it got to like number 33 in the UK charts. It was a campaign to try and, at the same time that Margaret Thatcher died, and they tried to get Ding Dong the Witch is Dead to number 1 as a result. At the same time, there were a bunch of wrestling fans trying to get Fandango's entrance theme into the charts instead and take the number 1 spot. So there could have been a point where it was like, Fandango's... Don't know what happened then. That was weird. There could have been a point where we had Fandango's WWE entrance theme. No, my voice is shut now. At number 1. And then number 2 would have been Ding Dong the Witch is Dead, or vice versa, and it would have been weird. But yeah, that's a bit of pointless history for you. 16 across. Ovum. That is an egg. Don't listen to him, Tamsin. You butt out, H-Borts. You can't use any squirrels, so you don't get a point in this. 10 across, Lapwing. 15 down, Blunt. Seems my voice is back. I don't know what that was. Okay, so that's 2 things that kill supplement. So let's clear that. And what was the other one? What were we going to put in? Frog, wasn't it? Frog. Okay. 21 across, Strengthen. Works. Strength. There we go. 20 across, Airstrip. Yep, that seems to work. Most of the people there are Mormon in Utah, and all the stores are closed on Sundays. Oh, there you go then. Fair enough. I was always amused in a juvenile kind of way that the coxswains in the university boat race are always women. Yeah, I mean their cock's definitely not swaining, is it? There's no swaining cocks on a woman. 19 across a menu, yes. Fandango's fans got him. I was one of them. I bought it. I spent the 95 pence or whatever it was on the entrance theme to try and get it to number 1. Even though I had already downloaded it illegally. I mean, I hadn't downloaded it illegally before that. But I also paid for it, so there you go. 13. Inveigh. It's a long time ago. I'm sure the statute of limitations on downloading WWE entrance themes has probably passed. Go have a cough. I'll be alright now. It just took a while for it to clear. Maggie's song did get to number 2 and was number 1 in Scotland. Yeah, it did. It did, you're right. Don't goad me into subscribing. Well, okay, I won't goad you. Subscribe. I demand it. There is no goading. This is a demand. Subscribe. Then you can join the squirrel emote conversation. Until then, shut up. Shut up in your face. Airfield. Yes, okay. I didn't put strip anyway, so... Oh, no, I did. I just put inveigh over the top of it. There you go. Yeah, no, we're there now. I always thought Fandango was just a movie site. And I think that came afterwards, actually. Yeah. Straight talking. I like it. And yet, nothing is happening here where it would tell me that you have subscribed. And yet. We know I'll eventually break when I want to use the hap emote. Yeah. Your colleagues need to stop being such arseholes so that things are more hap. We'll work on it. 11 down, leverage. Last call for troops, by the way. 1 minute, 48 seconds. Get your troops out for the lads. Fandango is something Scaramouche would do. Yeah, well, they'd at least ask him, wouldn't they? It would be a question. Like, Scaramouche, will you do the Fandango? We don't know whether he did or not. There you go. Bohemian Rhapsody came before the website, I'm sure. That's not what Fandango is from, though, is it? Like, Fandango is actually from a story? Like an old folklore story? Like one of the Brothers Grimm type things? Isn't that the first instance of Fandango? Currency is now acorns, Frikasaki. Exclamation acorns. And the leaderboard is now top 5. Exclamation top 5. Simplified it / brandified it a bit. There you go. But he didn't. Miserable bastard. Yeah, well, if they had to ask him if he'd do the fandango, he probably won't. Yeah. It's a dance. Well, it became a dance, but what was it before that? What is the etymology of the word fandango? It's Milan in Lombardy. I guess so. Seems to be the only thing that fits. We'll try it out. The number 5, well, not the word 5. I think it was always a dance. Well, let's check all. Then we'll do the Stream Raiders, and then we will research the etymology of fandango. Let's find out. We don't need to guess. We just don't need to guess. All are correct. Spam those emotes. Congratulations. Crossword number 3 is complete successfully. Shower me in emotes. We'll get ready to Stream Raiders. And we'll get to the bottom of this fandango business. Alright. Sound good? Or don't spam those emotes if you hate bots. Hey, you don't have to be subscribed to spam the emotes. You can spam a stick. You can do what you've done and spam a burger. There are some follower emotes that you can spam. You don't need to get your money out. There is an emote there for you. Burgers and sticks and turkeys and rum. Don't know what the last one is. Can't remember. Man, I missed the stick redeem. Yeah. Yeah, I need to make a cover of stick. Oh, it's an acorn, isn't it? The acorn is the 5th one. That's the one. Yeah. Yeah, whereas Will is out here going, here, HBots, is a selection of the emotes that you do not have because you do not subscribe to these people. Here is the wine emote. Can always be chatting. This is a particularly fine example. Here is the squirrel hap emote. Here is the hap emote from the Jez Show. Another particularly fine example. All of which you don't have. So go fuck yourself. Stream Raiders. 25 troops on the battlefield. That's what we like. That should do the business. Let's see where we want to curse. They're all level 10s. These are all level 5s, but they're in a nice star. So maybe I want to get them. No, let's get them. But sadly, I am subscribed to Alex. Rude, really. Why, did your brother gift it to you or something? I'm quite outrageous, but that's why you like me. So it's not going to change. Here we go then, into battle. Good luck, everyone. Let's see how we get on. If you die, we will mourn you, and we will celebrate the victory that comes at the cost of your life. This looks easy. Is it a hard battle? No, it's easy. But I mean, it looks easy, but these are all level 10s, and these are all level 5s, so it's not that easy. But it does seem better than the usual nonsense that we get from an easy. Who is this maverick? Steven's just like, I don't care about these guys. I'm just going to go ahead and get myself killed here. Throw sticks at them. Like you. Bird-looking thing. Die. I like my dude. He's here with his musket. He's a musketeer with a musket. And we are victorious. Congratulations, everyone. Easier than the 500 level 20s. They're usually in the easy battles. It's true. Yeah. Easy, eh? Here are 100 troops for you to work your way through. Good luck with that. Reward goes to HBots for some reason. 3 warrior scrolls for her. And we move on to the next battle, which is a moderate The Shogunate O. King Shogunate. Assume there will be some giant mecha for us to face. No, maybe not. A group of Tengu ninjas level 10. And that's about it. Oh no, there's some down here. Some level 5s down here. Okay. Then my proposition is that we set up... let's use my dog. Tamsin is too kind. Tamsin is far too kind and has gifted a sub to HBorts. We've given 18 gift subs in 18 months. That's an average of 1 a month. Fair play. You gift as much as you do. C words aren't working. Yeah, here. Let's go here. I'll do a thingamabob. But Tamsin knew what she was doing. She knew by gifting a sub to HBorts that she would have a partner in St. Patrick's Day hat crime. And there she is in the form of HBorts. Just St. Patricking everywhere. Patron integration for Hap and Nap emotes when. Hey, I'd love to be able to do that kind of shit. I would love that. There are some things that I can have happen exclusively for VIPs, but they're things that I do in OBS, not Twitch things. Unfortunately, Twitch control their own API stuff, but that I can do some like exclamation commands that do certain stuff that are only for VIPs. And the VIPs on Twitch are the patrons. So yeah, what do you want? I'll do something for you, like, you know, exclamation hat could do something cool if you're a VIP. Could be a thing. Right, let's have a little bit of a research then. We were going to research Fandango. So let's just search Fandango. Fandango. I want to hap and nap elsewhere, drawing the punters, you know. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. Can only do things here. Okay, so the first thing is the movie ticket company, right, fine. The second thing is Fandango Wrestler, see? So, like, the dance really isn't getting a look in here. It's Fandango website, Fandango Wrestler. Then it's Fandango Dance. A lively partner dance, originating from Portugal and Spain. Okay. So if I go in there, will it tell me when it first happened? 1753 to 1814 there. Okay. That's probably it then, isn't it? It was probably a dance first. Before the other thing that I'm thinking of. Here's the dictionary. I get so sad when I go to use Hap and Nap on other apps and can't. Yeah, I do that on Facebook. I'm like, oh, I want to put... Oh, I can't put Hap in. It should be a thing. It's just the dance. There we go. Stephen, you were right. Congratulations. Okay. I guess we're doing this crossword. This is where it wanted to jump in. Crossword number 4 is thus. I'm Googling how to make onigiri. Oh, it's quite easy. Just jasmine rice and the leaf things. Yeah, see, brain dead. But it's just... It's pretty easy. Okay. The acrosses. Lurk back soonish. Cool, thanks, Stephen. No, I was right about Fandango. I can go take a break now. Coldish, 6. Throws, 6. Unwind, 5. High chest of drawers, 7. Tympanum, 7. With everything included, 3-2. Kind of recession where a brief recovery is followed by a further fall, 6-3. Long distance walker, 5. Self-contradictory statement, 7. Amazing event, 7. Hard kind of stone, Welsh town on the Dee estuary, 5. Minutes played in a football match, 6. Joining of businesses, 6. And the Downs. Firms operating together illegally, 6. Badly brought up, 3-4. Egyptian city on the east bank of the Nile, 5. The Netherlands, 7. Conspiring group, 5. Maxim, 6. Kind of cinematic technique for showing a slow process at an accelerated pace, 4-5. Dutch city where peace treaties were signed to end the 1701 to 14 War of the Spanish Succession, 7. Sweet, 7. Medicine Man, 6. Southwest English City, 6. Holy Book of Islam, 5. And Gun with a Long Barrel. Okay. Like the mochi you keep meaning to make. No, the reason I haven't made the mochi is because they're not easy. But I have had the stuff to make mochi for a very long time. Seaweed sucks. Just do tasty things wrapped in rice. Yeah, that's it. The seaweed word. Goddamn brain. Leaf? No. Wrap? Wrap will do. Seaweed wrap. Whatever. Stupid brain. Also, Yolfather says hi by proxy. Yo, Yolfather. I keep seeing in the intro the clip from the Olympics where he laughs that I say strap on. It's a particularly fond clip of mine. It's quite funny. Okay. 2 down. Roll? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Rap is fine. Ill bread. 21 across, Jez Show. Hey, Merlin, I like you. Like, normally when people do that, it's to insult me. That was very nice. Thank you very much. 24 across, Merger. Yeah. 5 down, Holland. Flowerson likes the seaweed, apparently. I mean, I can't say I've ever eaten seaweed. No, I can't. I don't think I've ever done it. 9 down, a time lapse. There are a lot of hyphenated answers in this crossword. 23 across, 90. Yep. $20 across, rifle. Yep. One across, chili. Oldish. Chili. 3 down, Cairo. Oh. No, not now. Luxor, you think? 8 across, relax. Don't do it. If you want to call. 12 across, double dip. Double dip procession, yeah. God, we heard that phrase a lot, didn't we? Like 10 or so years ago. Well, we could be entering a double dip procession. Shut up. No one cares. Luxor, been there. Not that she'll remember it, of course, but she has been there, says Caristub. 15 down. Doctor. Oh. No. Because 90 is definitely the number of minutes in a football match. 10 across, eardrum. Tympanum. I knew I'd heard that somewhere. That is it. You've got a P instead of B on double dip. Doppel dip. Makes sense. 12A spelling. Yeah, thanks. 19 across, paradox. Self-contradicting event. Statement. 15 down a shaman. Yes. Is it? 17 across hiker. $11 across all in. Yep. 18 down Quran, or one of the other 400 ways to spell it. Yeah. So is it going to be that one? Probably. Fool me with fake medicine once, shaman you. Fool me with fake medicine twice, shaman me. Very good. I like that. 21 across a miracle. 16 down Exeter. Yeah. 13 down Utrecht. And then last one I'm going to put in for going to blow my nose. 22 across Flint. Yes. Also a town in Michigan. Right. Be right back. Just need to blow my nose. Keep your answers coming. Won't be long. Ta-da! I disappeared. Now I'm back. Right. Let's have another little drink. Feel better now. Scrolling back up, let's see where we were. Right. 21 across typo. Did I? Oh yeah. Miracle. 14 down pudding. Bill Cosby. Had the most amazing pudding earlier. Chocolate tart with butterscotch sauce. Biscuit base. Man, I'm about to go back there tomorrow. I'm surprised you didn't take one for the road, Tamsin. One for now, one for later. It's always the way with puddings. 6 down Cabal. Yes. 4 across Chucks. Ugh. It is. It's another one of those Guardian slang crosswords that I'm not a big fan of. 9 across Tall Boy. I've been called a high chest of drawers in my day. Oh man, I need pudding. Doesn't take much to set you off. 7 down saying. Yeah, a maxim, a saying. Lovely. Spell it right, Jez. Good. Only one for later? Well, yeah. I mean, if you bring more than one back, you've got to share them, really, don't you? Like, if you have multiple puddings, you've definitely got to share them. And I'm not a big fan of sharing the nice things like that. Said I always share the nice things like that, but I don't like it. I will, but I don't like it. Microwave mug cakes. Behave. May have to learn to eat it, learn to eat it, learn to make it, and then eat the whole thing. Yeah. Right, so we've just got this one left. Firms operating together illegally. C something R, something E, something. Cartel, is that what that's from? Yeah, that fits for sure. Good job. That's what that word actually means. Cool. I'm impressed. Just casually throw out the correct answer. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Checking all then. Get your remotes ready. Especially the Easter bonnet. Squirrel. None of that St. Patrick stuff. Just get your remotes ready as we check all. We are all good. Spam those emotes. Drop them in. Not that one. The other ones. The other one, Tamsin. There you go. Burger. Burger. Yeah. See? Yeah. Good. There you go. Yeah. Letha and Frikasaki get it. I have the ingredients to make lots of different cakes, but I can't be bothered. Girl, same. This week, there may have been a few mug cakes. Yeah, mug cakes are cool. I really liked the thingy one that you made. I can't remember what it was called. It had sultanas in it. Do you think maybe the one that you made, Karis, for me, you could throw some syrup in there? Would that work? Then it would be just like a sticky, kind of a bit like a sticky toffee kind of thing. Might be quite nice. Yeah, and Tamsin's created a monster in H-Balls as well. There's more St. Patrick squirrels. Is it hard to wash the mug up after? No. No, it all comes out really easily. It's pretty good. Pretty good. There's some emotes. There's a little chef there as well, considering we're talking about cakes and pudding. I like that. Is that a chef hat? It is a chef hat, isn't it? From Audrey. Audrey enjoys. There you go. And lots of love and hype. We love that. Right. Let's see where we are crossword-wise. I think we're going to do one more crossword. That will take us into the last Stream Raiders in 13 minutes. And that's where we'll call it a day, I think, before I push things too far in my recovery and sleep for the rest of the day. So one more crossword. Here it is. Make sure you're getting your troops out for the lads. You can bet away in the acorns. Do all the things that you always do. And here we go. Crossword number 5. The across is first. Capital of North Rhine-Westphalia, 10. Cage holding poultry, 7. Place of calm in troubled times, 5. Exclamation top 5, Letha will give you the leaderboard. Spanish currency, 4. Parrot native to Australia and Indonesia, 8. Quell, 6. Make a piercing sound, 6. Sign of the Zodiac, 8. Mop, 4. Danish currency, 5. Bewitching, 7. Social club for American male undergraduates, 10. And the Downs. Organ giver, 5. Black chimney powder, 4. Hire, 6. One method of scoring 3 points at rugby union, 4. Badge with a ribbon, 7. P.S. He has Ken, anagram. Rope shortening knot, 10. Tracked vehicle for winter travel, 10. Nourishing substance, 8. Bedroom fit for a lady, 7. Warm season, 6. Bonkers, 5. And trademarked hybrid citrus fruit, 4. Ooh, trademarked. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's have a look. So the answer to who was winning the acorns is Tamsin. She did a good bit of lurking during the 3 episodes of the Effing Racing Show that were on the weekend, so that's how she was able to amass a good lead. But I say the month is still young. The month of acorns is still young. Still a couple of weeks left to go. So get in there, get some battle royals in, play the slots, play some roulette. There is an 8-ball function that I found the other day. That I don't know how it works though. I would assume exclamation 8-ball and ask a question. Try it out. First answer: 1 down, a donor. 2 down, soot. 6 down, sheep shed. 1 across, Dusseldorf. Dusseldorf. There you go. I must have won another battle royal when I was looking. Yeah, yes, it's just so easy when you're Tamsin, you know. 4 down. Touchdown. You're turning into Pat McAfee. Touchdown. But it is a drop pick. 20 down. Ugly. It me. Is that what it's called? An ugly? Is it really? Why would you trademark that? Why would you call it that? If you could come up with a name for your new hybrid citrus fruit, why would you call it that? Or are you just having me on? It's fine if you're having me on. It's funny, but... Really? 14 down, a boudoir. How are you spelling this? Boudoir. I'm gonna take you to the boudoir. I'm gonna boudoir you good. 5 down, rosette. 8 ball. Will any of my answers fit? Reply hazy. Try again. 8 ball. Question test. My reply is no. There you go. It works. There you go. You can ask questions to the 8 ball whenever you like. Have fun with that. 8 ball. Should the St. Patrick's Day squirrel stay? Concentrate and ask again. That's a good answer. Tamsin asked the same thing. My reply is no. The 8 ball has spoken, Tamsin. You heard it here first. It's gotta go. 9 down, snowplow. It's very wrinkly, is it? Is it actually ugly, which is why they call it ugly? Is it tasty? Otherwise, what's the point in its existence? 16 down, summer. Summer. 10 across, euro, innit? It is. It is, isn't it? Yeah. 17 across, Aquarius. 19 down, crazy. 13 across, subdue. Didn't concentrate hard enough. No, you didn't. That's the problem, Tamsin. 8 across, oasis. I do like that you asked the same question at the same time, though. That's kind of funny. 23 across, fraternity. Fraternity. And... Did I do subdue? Yes. 7 across, hen coop. Looks like it, doesn't it? It's a bit crap, but that seems to fit. Thank you, Merlin. 21 across, marks. Nope. Krona. Krone. Thank you, Tamsin. Oh, you just repeated it, did you? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Obviously, I scrolled through it later, so I thought it'd all come at the same time. 3 down, employ. Employ. 11 across, cockatoo. Birds knew what they really did know what they were doing. How many birds have you seen? Well, I've seen a cockatoo. I've seen a cockatoo. Okay, but how many birds have you seen? 22 across. Magical. Not convinced by plough. Okay, what is 9 there? Tracked vehicle for winter travel. Yeah. So what are we going to have here for magical? Snowmobile, I think. Because they love their American answers in this. So I think a snowmobile is what we're going to have, which makes magical fit. There you go. Which part of DKK stands for marks? The K. The dyslexic. Shouldn't judge them. 15 across, scream. 18 across, swab. No. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's wrong. So it could be. Yeah, right, fine. So swab. And that's probably going to be wacky, isn't it? Yeah. Waka waka. 22 across. Eris is mukbang. Bit like mukbang. It was me. It was me, Austin. Okay, one left. Nourishing substance, 12 down. Highly likely I missed it. Nutrient? I don't think I missed it. Nutrient. There we go. That seems to fit. Let's have a go. We're checking all. Get your remotes ready. The final time today. Did I put the wrong letter in there? I did. GG's, everyone. All present and correct. Congratulations. Get your remotes out. Deliver your St. Patrick's if you must. Your burgers, your hats. Your squirrel faces, your Easter bonnets. Why do you have a burger remote? Do you just like burgers? Yeah. It's for the dodeca cheese drum. That's when it was introduced, when I was doing the dodeca cheese drum. Yeah, I do just like burgers. Like, burger is probably my spirit animal, if I'm being quite honest about it. Okay, before we stream Raiders, I would like to ask you a favour, if you will. I have a second account that I'm going to be using for other things, and I would like to get it up to 50 followers so it can be affiliated, so I can dick around with the channel points on it. So, if you wouldn't mind, could you please drop a follow for Jez Show Testing, twitch.tv/Jez Show Testing. I've done it as a shout out in the chat. It just needs 5 more. So if everyone that's here is following it, then that will get me up there and I can do nice things with it. It'll work out in everyone's favour. Don't need average and viewers and stuff for affiliate. Yeah, I've got that covered. It's just the followers. I've got that bit covered. It's just the last couple of followers. You know, a Mormon couple, 5. Or a Saudi Arabian couple, 5. Like, done. Thank you very much, Freaksaki. Much appreciated. I knew I could count on the good people of my community to make it so. And I reckon with your help we can get there today. So apparently I'm already following you. You probably are, yeah. Like, I'm sure a lot of people are already doing it. This was the Squirrel Sports channel. So if you followed Squirrel Sports previously, you're already following. But there will definitely be people who were not sports inclined that won't be following. I unfollowed you, that's right. Yes, Karis, that is well played. Good job. That is exactly what you wanted to do. 1 minute left to get your troops out for the lads. By the name change, all will become clear. It's complicated, but it's part of the grand plans I was talking about. And I will explain it when my brain is in a better state to just run through it without having to try and overthink and stuff. But oh, mysterious Jez. Yes, indeed. Much like Peter Andre, I am a mysterious Jez. But yeah, thank you very much. I can't. Well, I could go check, I suppose, whether I've got all of it and whether you lot are compliant. But I'll just trust you that you've dropped it a follow because you're nice people. You will probably very rarely get any notifications from it, so it'll just sit in your follows doing nothing. It won't bother you in the slightest. At least in a month or so. Right. think we have reached the time in which troops are ready. So let's jump in there. As we get the countdown. 26 units are placed on the battlefield. Let's see where we want to curse. We've got this cluster down here of level 5s and level 20s. That could be the one then. And they're level 10s. Can I curse these guys and catch a couple of these at the same time? One of them. 1.5 maybe. So that's there. Who's this? Make the world better is a maverick and just wants to try and take them all out on his own. I mean, if they do so, they will certainly make the world better. So best of luck to you, whomever you may be. I think the majority of us will probably go in this direction first, but who knows? Let's find out. Good luck, everyone. Today's a good day to die. Onwards we march into battle. Let's see how we get on. We split in 2 directions, most going the opposite way to what I said. As is tradition. I think we are okay. 4 enemies left. We've done work at the top. And I don't think those of us that went to the top are going to get down to the bottom area in time to do anything of any use. Or maybe we are. Big doggy, come eat stuff. He's got 3 heads. He's probably very hungry. If you've got 3 heads, have you also got 3 stomachs? Or is it just a quicker delivery system to the 1 stomach you've got? Do I need more heads? These are the questions. Reward goes to... Keris gets a Saint Scroll, and Stephen gets a Bomber Scroll. 6 stomachs like a cow, so 2 per mouth. That would work. That would definitely work. That would be hella food intake. I get some stuff. Nice. And when we reconvene, we'll be moving into a moderate battle. Good work. Well, thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. It wasn't supposed to be Crosswords and Chill on Tuesday, but it is Crosswords and Chill on Tuesday, as I ease my way back into things. I'm next back on Thursday, 3 PM on Thursday. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Haven't decided. If you have any ideas that you would like to do something in particular on stream, drop into the Discord. We can discuss it in my Discord channel. There it is. It's a good place to be anyway. And in case I get COVID again and you don't know where I've gone, the Discord's a good place to find that information out. So do drop into the Discord. Thanks to those that did follow my other account, Jez Show Testing. Much appreciated. I'm going to find someone to raid. Share the love with somebody else in this wonderful Twitch community. I think Nova Charter is just starting out. And he's doing some Lure on board tinkering while wearing sunglasses. So that seems like a reasonable place to go. Let's go see Nova. I'm going to go and get something to eat. It's definitely dinner time, and I'm sure there'll be some cake involved afterwards, because I said the word cake, and Tamsin said the word pudding, and that sent Keris off on a tangent. Should work out for me. Nice to see you. Glad to see you doing better. Thank you very much. Thanks for Crosswords and Chill. No, thank you for coming to Crosswords and Chill. I appreciate all of you. I also very much appreciate my patrons. Thanks to Aletha, Tamsin, and Future Wolfington for your continued support. Thanks to everyone that's subscribed, dropped bits, all that kind of stuff, anytime, at any point. I love you all, equally and unequivocally. Let's go see Nova. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Eat something nice. If somebody questions it, say Jez told you to. Bye, everyone.